And welcome once again to the No Assembly Required podcast, a podcast where we talk about nothing and where we literally, in this case, exile ourselves from all of humanity to the reclusive realm of the internet. And now for your adorable trio of hosts, starting with Romina with the good hair, joined by her daughter Soa Brack. And of course, your second host, Audrey, she's on fire, Ember, and of course, your third and final host, the ultimate final boss, the Dark Lord of the Internet himself, Roberto Blake. Welcome to the No Something Required podcast, filmed in front of a live YouTube audience. Please like and subscribe.
Welcome. So, I guess today we're going to talk about piecing out.
Deuces.
I think this came about because, well, first of all, because I think we brought it up either in the last podcast or in the podcast before last.
Something like that.
The last episode. I think basically because I was talking about getting an island.
Mm-hmm.
And then also...
You're always talking about getting an island.
I am always talking about, because it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's the law of attraction. You put it out there.
How cheap are they? How cheap are they?
They're going to be pocket change for me.
No, seriously. How much?
It depends. It depends, because I've seen some that are under $1 million. It depends on where they are and how many acres and how kind of separated from the mainland they are.
How much was that island Mr. Beast bought? It was under $1 million,
like
right?
800.
It's like 800,000. It was like 700, 800,000, right? Something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so under $1 million.
You know, it's doable. But
again, there wasn't any property. There wasn't any property on it, right?
No, exactly. The issue is infrastructure. Right. The issue is infrastructure.
Right, but there's some that you can get that have, that aren't really super separated, or they have some kind of connection to the mainland, like a highway or something like that. So it's like it's a private island, but it's not like super like disconnected from civilization, if you will. Yeah. But I think it's obviously it depends on what your needs are, because if like you're talking like infrastructure, if you get something like Mr. Beast's island, then you have to start from scratch, right?
True. Facts.
You have to think about like construction wise, like what do you need? Do you need a house?
It's quite, in his case, it's like it's a is what he had considered a desert isle.
Right.
Like, because I've always wondered what do they mean by that when they say Gilligan's Island. It's like a deserted desert, exotic desert isle with Gilligan, the skipper to a copyright strike. Like, yeah. So, I don't know.
If you get an island in that regard, where you can just go with a bunch of friends and go camping, I guess that would be like a thing to have. But that would be like a really expensive like camping site, right?
Like Audrey, choose island or plot of land on the frontier.
What does on the frontier mean?
That means like Montana and stuff like that. Like going out there, Little House on the Prairie style.
Honestly, probably middle of nowhere, because I feel like an island would be really hard to get to. Thing
is, with an island, it's also hard for people to get to you.
I know, could be a bad thing.
Oh, see, the thing is with the frontier, you have to deal with the frontier. You got to deal with those cattle rustlers, those brigands, and those outlaws.
That's true.
Out on the prairie, you got to sit there with your long barrel and everything like that and guard the homestead.
Wow. Roberto.
I guess it's true. On an island, you wouldn't have to really worry about it. Unless you get invaded by like pirates or something.
Right, which is very real.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But what do you think is more, or do you think that...
But what's more likely?
What's more likely, pirates or desperados?
Desperados.
Pirates or desperados?
Pirates.
You think pirates?
I'm kidding. The other one.
Well, Connor in the chat brings up a good point. You have to build your own Wi-Fi out of rocks. I mean, how do you figure that one, right?
Well, no, you
need to
could
you
get
gotta get
satellite.
a satellite.
Yeah, you could get satellite service out on an island. You just have to like have the things and do the things and everything like that. It's
Do
like
the things.
Yeah, no, I have to wonder. Yeah, did you guys ever watch Scandal?
No.
There was part of the show where Olivia, while she's got a scandal and a controversy going on of her own, get her and another character, Jake, go to an island off of Zanzibar, and they're getting brought supplies pretty much on the regular. But other than that, they just out there chilling in the cut on Zanzibar, getting tan. It sounds amazing, right?
Is that okay? All right. I guess the big question here is why? Like, what would be the objective? Right.
I hate people.
Wow. All right.
Dude, I'd rather get a cabin in like the woods somewhere.
Okay, so then you are doing you're roughing it in the frontier.
Yeah.
So you decided.
Cabin in the woods. You've decided. You've chosen. You have chosen wisely.
No,
Audrey, wait.
Audrey,
expand. Do you know that reference? You have chosen wisely. Do you know that reference? Romina, you know that reference.
Star Wars.
No.
Audrey,
you were close. You were so close, though.
I just said any like
in a weird way. You were so close. You know what? Indiana Jones. My God.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, with the you've chosen wisely. Remember?
Look,
I don't remember all the quotes.
I think we'll give her a pass because it's kind of like
Cabin in the Woods was a good film, by the way.
Made by the same people, kind of team masterminds. I don't know. We'll give her a pass, but Cabin in the Woods. All right, Audrey.
Cabin by the lake. Cabin by the lake.
What's your first? What's the first plan of attack here? Once you've got your
get good Wi-Fi and a security system, so that I don't have to worry about dying.
So
I'd have dogs.
You're setting up nests.
Oh my God, I would get a ton of animals. I get a ton of dogs and a ton of cats. If anyone tried to walk into my house, it'd like explode with barking. So maybe that would help.
But these aren't going to
be one Doberman, 3. Just
yeah, you don't want Dobermans. They don't have a long lifespan.
Yeah, but they look cool.
Really? They look cool. I get a German Shepherd then.
Yeah, I would get German Shepherds too.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so you're not getting animals that you can eat.
Maybe some chickens or something. That would be cool.
You're gonna eat the chickens?
No, not the eggs, Romina. Not the chickens.
Well, then
I would never do that. Oh my God, have you guys? My brother recommend me
raise that chicken, and then it's like your time has come.
Well, but you still need the chickens to give you eggs. You need some.
The ones that can still lay when they can't lay eggs no more, and then it's time for.
You're just gonna end it. You're just gonna do that?
No.
Your usefulness is ended. Like.
Have you guys seen the show Clarkson's Farm?
Yeah.
No.
It's so good. My brother recommended it to me, and it's this old like race car driver who starts up a farm in the middle of nowhere in the UK, like all by himself. Well, he's not by himself, but without any prior knowledge, it's great. I highly recommend.
All right, Connor has a good question. How do you feed your army of critters?
Feed each other.
Food.
What did you?
This is why I would not go on an island, because I can still go to civilization when I want to get food. I just go to Walmart and I'm set. You guys are stuck on your islands.
Wow,
I
we're
won't
not
be
stuck.
foraging for
Okay,
food.
Audrey, it's called
No.
self-sufficiency.
It's called self-sufficient. Romina's right. It's called self-sufficiency.
I can be self-sufficient by driving to Walmart on my own without really talking to anyone, and then
Wow,
go
you're
right
really
back.
gonna-
I think if I was
Or I
gonna
can
do,
Amazon Prime it, you know.
maybe Alaska. If I was gonna do the frontier, maybe it's Alaska.
You really gonna be in the cold?
Yeah, that's the downside. I do hate the cold.
Yeah, man. What are you
Shoot.
talking about?
I do hate the cold with a
Yeah.
passion. With a
Yeah.
passion. Like I hate
So
winter.
why did you
Just
say
think about-
Alaska?
Because
it's
Alaska
nice.
is
It's
if you're
nice to
gonna
look
be
at.
it's nice to look at. You have the Aurora Borealis, and then the thing is you have less likelihood of dealing with brigands just because the overall population is so damn small, and it's so like it's not so remote that you can't go down out into town and get things and get supplies, but you could be far enough away from people and not be bothered. And the thing is, it'd be an effort to come and mess with you. It would like you can have a scenario where it's like too much effort to be bothered with you. So that creates a relative amount of safety. So that was my thought.
Hmm. Hmm.
That makes sense.
Also because they have UBI.
It's not that much. I make enough passive income for it not to matter.
All right, I know. I was just trying to make a joke, Roberto.
You failed.
Yeah, we're gonna go visit. We're gonna go visit Roberto in Alaska. He's gonna be cutting ice so that he can fish. Can you imagine?
That would be really funny.
Roberto? I mean, I've seen Roberto throw an axe around.
What?
I feel like
I'm
Yeah,
you did
remember
too. We were
when?
camping.
remember he brought the
Oh,
axe.
yeah. All right. Okay.
He was trying to fight the bear with an axe and a
Yeah,
camping
okay, I
chair.
remember that.
Here's what
See,
I
we're-
think.
We're ready.
Roberto versus the wild.
Yeah, Roberto versus the wild. Roberto in the wild. I could see Roberto chopping up some ice with a little axe that he bought at the local drugstore.
I
And then
think
just
I'm-
like
I
trying
think-
to spear some fish.
I think I fare better as an outdoorsman than anybody would give me credit for.
No comment.
You guys saw it for yourself. I was like, fine. You guys saw it for yourself. We were there. We went camping.
Hmm.
We went camping.
Nope. Wait, Romina, did you answer what where
What
you
did I
would be?
answer?
You just said island.
What, my island? Yeah.
What would you do on your island? How would you survive on your island?
It depends on what what kind of island I end up buying, right? Because if I were to I feel like I would probably start off getting something that already has some kind of real estate on it. Like I wouldn't start I wouldn't buy the
You wouldn't
desert
start
island.
from scratch.
No, I wouldn't buy it. Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Not like Mr. Beast
Making your
style.
own hut.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be doing that. You know, like the primitive guy, the primitive technology guy. You guys
Ooh,
see
yeah,
his
yeah,
videos
yeah. Yeah.
on
Just hire him to make you a house.
I mean I could.
That's the strategy. It'll just take him like 5 years, but it's okay.
I actually did see this one girl on it was on YouTube. It was a whole video of her building a house from the ground up.
I saw
out
a
of
dude do this too.
bamboo in I think it was in like Bali or something. I don't know where specifically she was, but
There's this great YouTube channel, if you like that sort of thing, called My Self-Reliance. It's really good.
yeah, it was kind of crazy because like she built a moat and everything, like a little moat.
I think I've
with, like,
seen
fish
this
and
one.
stuff.
Did it have like the little bridge?
Yeah, it did have bridge, and I think she put fish in it too. I think maybe.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's
it
like
seemed
she
a little
built, like,
extra, but it was cool.
she built like a whole house, like a legit house, you know, not like a hut, 2 stories kind of thing. I don't know. It's insane. Like to kind of think about building it. I feel like I would do it as like a side project. You know what I mean? Like if I had the time and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to try doing this and just see like what it's like to build a structure from the ground up all by myself, right? With resources that I find. But I don't know if I would do it like doing it out of survival and doing it because I have to is like a whole other level.
Do you think we could successfully, with the resources, build a log cabin?
As a group?
Yes.
Yes. I think that us as a group have enough diverse skills that we can contribute towards building something like that, and we could do it efficiently. We could do it really well. I think that if we put our heads together, we could.
Like, do you think that there's any reasonable time in the future where we might do that as a challenge? And do you think that it's like...
Do you think we should make a video about it?
Do you think it's a reasonable thing to even consider doing, like logistics-wise?
If we're gonna make a video out of it, then yeah.
Dude, I can make a lot of square knots.
Wow, is that your contribution, Audrey? You're just gonna come up in here and like make square knots?
Yep. And
like,
I played with Lincoln
like,
logs
look,
a lot when I was young, so I know how it works.
Metal for Breakfast wants to know, is this going to become a log cabin building podcast? I mean, It might. Like, is that what's going to happen? Every episode is just us figuring out how to get to the point of building this cabin. I mean, we could buy some like pretty cheap land, you know, like in Central Florida and then also outside of Atlanta. There's a lot of like cheap land, right?
Yes.
That we can get. Florida's nice because we got like the rivers, like the Crystal River,
the lack of state taxes.
Right. And there's also that.
Guys, I'm not sure about living in the middle of nowhere in Florida. I feel like there's always weird things.
Oh wait, I'm not down for living in the middle of nowhere, Florida, because I'm black, so I can't.
Oh, y'all talking about like alligators?
There's always not just alligators. I feel like anytime something strange happens, it's always Florida. So I just rather not.
You know what? That's
play the
media feeding to your paranoia.
No, this is the one time that I will agree with the media. Florida is sus. Florida is sus. Florida is sus. It's something in the water. It's something in the water.
Y'all just jealous because you don't got bath salts, man. Y'all just jealous.
Dude, you trust me? We not jealous. These are just facts.
Nah, bro. That's all you. That's all you, homie. That's all you.
All right, we got a rename from Connor. It's the No Cabin Required podcast. That's what we're rebranding, guys.
Well, no, it's like it's still no assembly required. It's no assembly required for this cabin.
Ooh. Oh, that's actually not a bad idea, man. Like if we just like start doing like no assembly required and just build stuff.
So we can just build the cabin.
That is a brilliant product idea.
Are you looking up the domain name right now? Is that what's happening?
You are never letting that go.
Never. I told
ever.
you, man. You're gonna invite me to the wedding, and you're gonna be like, "Hey, Romina, like I've known you for years. Like you're the coolest. Can you please like give a toast like at the reception?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, man. Don't worry. I got your back." First words out of my mouth. Roberto stole the domain name from me. But congratulations on the wedding.
Are you gonna keep holding that over me when you become a Sheeb coin millionaire?
Yeah, man. Because it's a story, you know? It's not really about like what it's not the content. It's not really what it is, right? It's not like a resentment.
Yeah. It's not real. It's just it's a running gag. It's a running gag for the rest of our lives.
Right. And I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be one for the books, you know. I better make that into like your autobiography.
That's not making it into the biography,
dude. You know, I will burn your book as a protest.
Oh my
I didn't
God.
think you were. I didn't think you were a commie.
Well, surprise, surprise. My
Book
name is
burnings for commies.
RedRomina.
Comrade Romina, like Comrade Romina, burning books out here.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, what's this all about? There's some tea being spilled in the chat. Yeah, Connor, of course he did, because I'm such an important facet in Roberto's life and success. So
For
of
half a
course.
second.
For half a second,
Victoria
yeah.
says, I already have land. Been trying to tell you guys. Roberto left the chat on Twitter.
Yeah, what's
I
that
don't.
about?
I don't do group chats on Twitter. Like aside from ones I host, I don't do group chats on Twitter. My Twitter is already too flooded, as Romina is already familiar with.
True that, but also that's great. That's great that you've got land, Victoria.
Indeed.
We're all kind of working on that too behind the scenes.
Hopefully it's not in Florida. I'm sorry.
Listen, Audrey, when I got
That
my
was
land,
a joke. That
you
was a
ain't-
joke.
you ain't gonna be complaining about what state it's in. You're just gonna show up,
I'm kidding.
and we're gonna make some quality content. You're gonna trapped in an alligator pen for 24 hours.
What?
No.
That's gonna be the thing.
Nope.
It's a Mr. Beast content right there.
Nope.
No, guys, but it's not an actual. You're not actually trapped in it for 24 hours. We'll figure out a way for it to be like different and safe. You guys wouldn't
So we
really do
won't
that
be
for the
in there.
content.
Safe and the word alligators do not mix.
So what you're
Alright,
saying is
alright,
instead
so
of
what-
us, you will be in the cage.
Guys, we're making a content farm here, right? Content cabin. What do you
the
guys?
content cabin where you can almost die.
What kind of
She made
stuff
out
are
with
we
a
making?
she made out with a Komodo dragon, not clickbait.
Wow. What is a Komodo dragon doing in the forest?
This sounds like a. Oh God, what was that dude's name?
A good way to die.
He was in Florida.
Actually, a very bad way to die, but
It sounds like Tiger King, but
yes.
really abusing the animals.
Jake of all trades says
Sexually
that we gotta hit up
harassing.
Iowa. Jake of all trades says that we gotta hit up Iowa.
There's a weird morbid part of me that wonders how many YouTubers accidentally unalive themselves to make content.
Excuse me, Roberto, we're talking
say
about buying land
unalive?
here. Were you
Yeah.
guys?
Well, that's what you have to say to not like flag YouTube.
Oh,
Mm.
okay. Probably quite a bit.
Guys, wouldn't
Right.
you put yourself out on the line?
No.
All right, how far would you go?
Not
Up the
that
street.
far.
Up the street. That's up the street. That's my limit.
Wait. All right. Roberto, would you build a cabin with us?
Possibly.
If we had like a challenge of building a cabin
If it's
in
fully
5 days.
sponsored, it would take more than 5 days. It would be a week. Minimum.
Okay, but that's not the challenge. We're trying to make it a challenge. Obviously,
Just
I
making
built
it
the
at all
cabin
is
in
a
a week.
challenge. Making it at all is a challenge.
all right, so what? Building a
There's
cabin in
your
7
thumbnail.
days? That just sounds
Yeah.
like
Building a cabin with
Listen,
my bare hands.
Roberto, God build the world.
No, it's like
and the
no, it's like
universe
me
in
and
7 days.
me and
You
my
can't
friends
build a
built.
cabin?
No, the title is like me and my friends built a cabin from scratch. Like me and my friends built a log cabin, or it's like building.
Yeah, but we need that pressure. We need that time. That time.
What's a Mr. Beast title?
You got to have the time. You got to.
We'd have to figure out.
There.
We have to figure out what would allow us to build a
Oh,
cabin
look!
that also
Here's
qualifies
a
as a
good one.
world
Metal
record.
for breakfast. Building a cabin blindfolded.
I ain't doing blindfolded in the woods.
We're about to cut off someone's arm if we do that.
Oh, guys, check this out. Jake of all trades. They make cabin kits. They deliver them on site, and you assemble it like an IKEA house.
Ooh,
What do y'all think about
So
that?
it is like giant
I
Lincoln
would-
logs.
that I would do.
Jake, can you link us to some good cabin kits? We're about to turn this podcast around.
See that?
Guys, we would have to agree on a location for our cabin.
No, see, Victoria's got it right. Look. The goal is to start, right? And then to have it done in every state. So basically what you want to do is you start a network of cabins. So you got to start with just one cabin. We got to just pick a place. I mean, I say, like, why don't we just pick a place that none of us live in, right? Let's just do like Montana or Iowa or something, right?
No, like, wait,
Wow.
I got it. We have to figure. No, I'm like, we have to make it a challenge. You said you have to make it a challenge.
Yeah, I said that.
Like, I think it would have to be something like,
oh, check this out. Speed running a cabin build.
No, it would have to be, we got strangers to help us build a log cabin.
That seems like really long. You might as well like write out the entirety of Wikipedia on the title.
Do we want a stranger helping us?
No, that's fair.
Wow.
Well, no, here's what would work and would make it interesting and make it viral.
Yeah.
No, what would make it viral would be we got
a child.
We got we got big YouTubers to build. No, we got big YouTubers to build a log cabin. Because people think YouTubers can't do anything except like do technical stuff, and they think YouTubers are lazy, and we have the most spoiled, privileged, entitled job in the world. Okay, we got big YouTubers. No, you're trying to trigger me. You're trying. You're doing this on purpose. See. I caught it. You ain't gonna get me, Romina. I ain't gonna get got today.
Except by alligator.
No, because I avoid Florida, so.
We could make a moat and put alligators in it.
I built a log cabin using only a butter knife.
No, surprising blank with a log cabin. And we like.
Who are we surprising? Audrey.
That's what we'd have to make.
All right, we'll surprise Audrey.
We'd have to make it. We'd have
Elon
to make that.
Musk, because he wants that.
Oh, to make it surprising for Elon, we'd have to build it at the edge of his property.
That sounds creepy.
It is. It's meant to be.
It sounds very.
I mean, it's a little weird, right? It's just like, no, it's
surprising
not illegal.
Elon Musk with a log cabin is like.
It's not illegal if there is land next to his property, close to his property, that is available and for sale, and we buy it, and we build a cabin on it, that is perfectly within our legal rights. Now, we're gifting it to Elon is a little creepy.
I mean, maybe he'll be
last
thankful.
To leave this log cabin. Like, so we build the log cabin, and then last to leave keeps it.
Ooh. Well, that just sounds like a lot.
That sounds like a lot of work, yeah.
No, it's the Mr. Beast trilogy of like, you build, like, it's something to the point of you have to.
Yeah, but first of all, like, building it is going to take a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a multi-month project, basically. Because not only do we have to build the cabin, but then we have to stay there.
I got you guys beat because I will literally sit in that cabin for 3 years if I have to. So I don't know what you guys.
No, we have to make it. The last to leave part of it has to be interesting, which means we have to then contrive some torture. So
what if we just decide to give it to Romina?
Surprising, she's helping build it, so we can't surprise Romina. We can't surprise our. Actually, here's the thing. Actually, what we'd have to do is we'd have to build the log cabin. Then we'd have to surprise our other friends with the log cabin as a vacation trip and vlog that. And then it becomes the last to leave keeps it. But there's a catch on the last to leave part where we basically torture them.
Oh my god.
What's the torture?
Wow.
I haven't figured it out yet because the thing is, I don't think we can contrive and make them believe that it's haunted, even if we like prank the hell out of them. I don't think that we can contrive to make them think that it's haunted. So the
No,
last
we
to
would
leave.
just need to figure out what their biggest fears
Oh,
are.
I have it. It can't. It's not last to leave. It's last to remove their hand. It's just the Mr. Beast thing. We just last to remove your hand.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
The end. Like
That
so. That's
brings it down from months to days. That part.
yeah. It makes it reasonable. So we build a log cabin. Then
Right.
we surprise our friends with a log cabin, vacation. Then last to remove their hand keeps it. See,
Nice.
I can contrive viral scenarios. All of this sponsored
All right.
by honey. I don't know. See, that's the hard part.
Hashtag joke.
What is it? Actually, as far as building a log cabin, it'd be perfect for Skillshare to sponsor.
Oh yeah, actually that would be pretty good.
Yeah, actually, Skillshare, an online learning
imagine if
platform
there's
where you can
tutorials
learn
on
how
how
to
to build
survive in the
log
wilderness.
Yeah.
An online learning platform where you too, internet person, can learn to survive in the wilderness like human beings from the age of yore. Sign up now for 2 weeks free.
Who's teaching the class?
No, like we just find the ones
Yep.
you just find the best content that already exists on it. Like,
Guys, we should just recreate Survivor and like go to an island and do a whole series on surviving on the island.
why don't you just give me the money? Because I mean, that's how it's gonna.
What's so different about it though? Like what makes it stand out? Like why?
Because people like Survivor, so if we do a good job, it should be fun too, right?
Okay, I will say, I mean, the point of this exercise is not to survive. Like we're just trying to make a new life, right? Like something that's easy and away from society and stupid people and safe. I mean, that's like the goal, right?
All right. In theory,
Mm.
if you. All right. So in theory, if you wanted to live out in the woods and stuff like that, and you wanted to go off grid for real, if you wanted to go off grid for real, what would you need?
Well, you need power. I mean,
Wi-Fi.
if you do want power, if you want light and technology and stuff, if you want TV, you need power. Yeah, you need Wi-Fi if you want to be able to communicate with the outside world, or just for your own consumption. Food.
So it really just
water.
comes down to doing. It really
You need
comes
access
down
to food and clean drinking water.
It really comes down to doing new construction. It comes down to buying a plot of land that is for sale, but also commissioning a company to lay down new construction and paying them to tie you to the nearest municipality's stuff. And that's just a matter of money. Yeah?
I mean,
if you don't buy an existing thing.
Right. If you don't buy something that already exists. Which, again, that's why I said before, it depends on like what you get, like what your starting point is.
I suppose with a generator, solar panels, a water source, and stuff like that, you could mostly be self-sufficient. You could still tie to the municipal stuff, but like Jake of All Trades has a point. You could tie to the municipal stuff, but you could have solar and a generator so that you have an offset, which means that if everyone else has a blackout, you don't. You could get satellite internet. You could still be as a backup because I think the real thing about being a recluse is more about redundancy and contingency plans than anything. So I think it's about having a storehouse and a stockpile of non-perishable goods for when you can't get out for whatever reason. You'd want to know that if you couldn't get out on a supply run, that you have more than enough non-perishable food. You want to grow some of your own food. You want your own animals and things like that. You want access to a water source, and you want a means of your own power, which means a generator, probably some propane, and also the solar panels. And I think investing in the Ford F-150 Lightning Pro because you have
hashtag not sponsored. Mm-hmm.
Hashtag not sponsored. But the thing is, also, this thing has a power inverter where you could literally use it to power your house for days. if you had no other power. So, and in and of itself, it is itself something that is so big that you could theoretically with the trailer cab, you could kind of sort of live in it if you really needed to. And it can get 300 miles while hauling a 1,000-pound trailer. So you have, with the Ford F-150 and the fact that you could have a trailer and you have that, plus you have your cabin and stuff like that, I think that if you have some animals, you grow some food on your land, you have a water source, you got a generator, you got your solar panels, you got satellite, phone, and internet, and then you still tie to the city just as a, redundancy. I think that's the real key here is redundancy. And you have a stockpile of food and you have a storm cellar. I think you're good.
Right. And that depends too on like where it is that you are, like what kind of weather you're going to be dealing with as well, right?
I think I would definitely go to Canada now that I think about it.
Yes.
I think I just worry a lot less about dying to a crazy person.
Yes. So. You found the real solution. That's a real solution.
But what about the moose?
That's okay.
You're gonna be attacked by a moose.
That's better than the alternative.
Wow. What, alligators? What you got against the alligators?
Yeah, honestly, that solution. And just I feel like there's a lot more interesting, scary people in the US that I don't want to mess with.
Canada is nice. They don't have for the most part, they don't have problems.
Yeah. Or they just don't talk about them as much. But it's fine.
I would say it's more of the latter. But before we go down that rabbit hole, guys, look, there are different types of private islands, all right? Because the idea of like a private island, you think it's like separated from the mainland or super isolated, like whatever's going on here, right? But like, check this place out, right? Like
the problem is storms.
Right. So that is one thing that's kind of a little scary. But like this one, for example, it's connected.
But see, this takes away the point of being on an island.
No, but you're still look, you're still kind of like far off, right? And to get into the house and everything, like you're secluded, but then at the same time,
and you'd be able to really truly see somebody coming.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
Why is there a tennis court like right there?
Because they can.
Because they can. You can watch your enemies.
They got the tennis court, and then they got like the private little beach on the side here too.
Their own pool, as if the ocean isn't enough.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes you don't want to get into the water, into the ocean.
Fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough.
You want some chlorine fresh water.
Clarified.
They're definitely not mowing all those lawns by themselves.
Right. So then that's another thing too. That's like, it's the upkeep, right?
That's what the help is for.
All right, let's check out what islands there are in Canada. How about that?
Oh my god, it's just going to be an iceberg.
No.
Oh.
No, Canada's not cold all the time. I don't know what you're talking about.
What's the matter with you?
I was kidding.
Look, if you want a cabin in the woods, this is the cabin in the woods, right here. Right?
You know what I realized? Romina? This portion of the podcast is horrible for the audio listeners.
Right.
Yes,
so that's why I'm trying to
Castle
describe
Island.
it. I mean, well, that's why you try to describe it audibly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, people who are listening should probably tune in on Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at youtube.com/noassemblypod.
Or watch the replays.
Zing. Yeah, so there's this place that's called Castle Island. This looks promising, Audrey, for you. Look, you got your cabin.
Yes.
Do you like purple?
Purple.
Romina, how much? Romina, how much?
All right, let's see. Oh, it's off the market right now.
How much was it?
It doesn't show. So it'll show the price when it's listed. So you see, for example, this one says $4 million. This one says 3.7.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Find your private island.
Yeah, this website's great, guys. I'm hooked. I'm subscribed. I got my notifications on. Check this one out. This isn't so bad. Look at that. 2.3 million, right?
Mhm.
And look at that. You got like the whole wilderness thing going on. You got a nice house, 17.8 acres.
The
Are you-
one thing with an island, I'm just paranoid. I feel
That's like
if
amazing
people
looking.
know that you have an island, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go like attack that house or like steal from that house because they got an island. They're the only house on that island. They gotta have good stuff."
You know, it
there.
stands to
think
reason
it'll
that
I'm just
somebody who
gonna
has
get
an
a
island.
small little cabin somewhere, so
It
no one
stands to reason,
messes
though.
with me.
It stands to reason that if you decided to attack someone who has an island and you attack them unsuccessfully, that no one will ever see or hear from you again.
Oh my!
right? I mean, that's a point.
So the thing is, I think that it's very unlikely that people.
Oh my gosh, they have a little library.
That's cute. But think about it.
Mhm.
Think about it. Let's say, like, again, I have an island, and with my personality, you really think that people like it's like, oh, I'm not trapped on my island with you guys. You're trapped on this island with me. Like, think about it. It's like it very much becomes it's like you guys thought you were coming to the island to mess stuff up and to roll with me.
Hey,
come on.
you know what? That's
This
actually-
turns into a very dark story very quickly in the opposite direction of that.
That's actually a really great plot.
Can I just put like a turret on my island so that it scares people? Oh, that's not
Wow.
allowed in Canada.
No, I think
Never
this
mind.
is
Oh,
scary
I could go
enough.
to my island and I could finally just build my Terminator.
Oh yeah, that's what I'll put those
I-
everywhere.
I just
As
build
soon
the
as you get there,
Terminators.
it's just like haunted dolls. They'll turn around real
Think about it.
fast.
Think about the welcoming sign to my island. All ye who enter here, abandon all faith, ye
Yeah,
who
that's a
enter
little
here. Is
terrifying.
like, yeah, like, oh, it's like, oh, did you come to join the battle royale today? It's like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, it's like, I was like, oh, did you like, oh, so you're here for the application? It's like the application. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, and it's like, wait, what I get myself into? It's too late now.
Would you go like swimming in this little pool?
That looks kind of dope. As long as I know that it's nothing's in there. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you ain't getting like stuff.
Getting
in-
got.
Yeah, getting got, man.
God.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you like that's kind of a good point, right? I mean, if you have a private island, then you're probably one of these people who are self-sufficient and want to protect said land.
You want to be left alone, and you
Right.
stand your ground.
So you're
Stand your
probably
ground.
not going to deal with any of that.
It's like, hey, this is my island. I got to stand my ground rights here. You know, like, hey.
Oh, look, yeah, that's the Mr. Beast video. Survive Murder Island and you get to keep it.
Oh my god.
It's a battle royale, but you get a prize at the end. Oh, look, this is yours, Audrey. The Frying Pan Island.
Yes. Wait, why
2
is
mil.
it called frying pan?
Wait, is that 2 million?
Yeah, and
Or-
the other one was 2. The one that I showed before, 2.3 million.
It's not bad.
Right?
I don't got that. It's not bad.
Look, you can put low to high. You can see some
But
of
it's
the cheaper
like-
ones.
But the thing is, the weird thing is just to think about the fact that I might have earned enough money in my lifetime already to have equated to buying an island.
How about this one?
Oh, I've made that much before. Wait, that's thousands? Yeah, that's not millions?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I've made-
It's 79,000. It's 6
Uh-huh.
acres.
Nova Scotia.
It's
It's gonna be really in the middle
non-developed.
of nowhere.
That's Canada. No, it's not middle of nowhere. That's Canada.
No, I know it's in Canada, but that's middle of nowhere.
What's it got? What's it got? What's it come with?
What's it come with? He's like, it's non-developed, Roberto.
Oh, so it doesn't have things.
So we can build our
Show us
cabin.
the
there.
cheapest island. Show us the cheapest island with things.
This is what, yeah, this would be ideal for building stuff on here, right?
Sure, absolutely.
But you would then
absolutely.
need-
Oh, it's perfect for the battle royale.
You would
Oh
then
my
still
goodness.
need
It's perfect. It's the perfect island to host Mortal Kombat.
Here's the thing. So
Why
that
is it a
land,
half island?
that land is 79,000, but you would still need a few million to actually develop it, right? To like
Sure.
to
So you
to
might as well
expand
go
it.
ahead and buy something that's
Right.
developed for like 2 mil. Yeah, I get you.
Right. Oh, this is kind of nice. Ken's Island. It's like in the middle of this strait,
Mm.
100K, but it doesn't seem to have anything.
Undeveloped. Yeah, that's the problem. Undeveloped.
Yeah.
All right. Like, what's the cheapest we can buy that has stuff?
Man, Roberto's
New
trying to.
filter.
But Romina, you're the one who seriously brought up like, what if we all go in together on an island? I'm looking at like reasonable options.
All right, let's see.
Because building stuff is
What
expensive.
about this? This looks like it has something on it. What is that?
What is it called?
It looks like it has half of a hut on it.
Oh, it's sold.
Why is half the island rock?
Because it is, Audrey. What you do you have a problem with rock?
Yes.
Paper
Dude, if
beats
we're gonna
rock.
get an island, we need to get a good island.
Paper beats rock.
Well, yeah, I mean that's why we're trying to find an island that is cheap, but then also is
Wind
developed.
Island. That's where we want to go.
Wedding Cake Island.
No, that looks like you're literally going to get like the minute the tide gets high, you're gonna drown.
Yeah.
Like,
Getting gold.
We just drown all.
I mean, it looks like a lot of the one. Oh, look, this one has something in it. Butterfly
Ooh.
Island. Let's check this out.
Butterfield.
Butterfield.
Well,
That's less than half a mil. That's pretty good.
We're renaming it Butterfly.
1.5 acres. That's okay. That's not a lot, but it's all right. And it's got half a mil.
Yeah, I mean it's got
Only
a couple
2 bedrooms.
Yeah, it's not really.
Oh,
Oh,
it's like a couple's island. That's like a
So
that's like a
tiny.
starter island.
but it's big. Look,
Ooh,
it's got
that's
the
nice.
space, right?
Yeah.
Is that a hot tub
You
in
got a
the
hot
room?
tub?
Wow.
In the room.
Wow.
In the room. That seems
the
like a
room.
bad idea.
Hmm.
I don't know about that. That
It's
one
either a
seems
very
little
bad
low.
idea or a very good. It's either a very bad idea or a very good idea.
Oh, this is promising.
Duval.
Oh yes.
450K,
Mhm.
5.4 acres.
Ooh, that's a lot of land. You could still build on it.
Right, you can expand. So that's the thing too. Like you want something that already has something on it so that you don't have to worry about the startup. And then you can expand on it as you grow, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that one's got
Someone's
like
got
a
a
deck.
castle? What is that?
Yeah, it's just a nice little house.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
I mean,
Wait,
quaint.
go back.
it's
go
quaint.
Back. Go back.
all right, I'm going
What
back.
the
I'm going
the,
back.
the armor?
Yeah.
What, these guys?
They're gonna put, like in
My
Harry
noble
Potter, how
knights.
there's the
Oh, they're gonna just,
statues
like-
that like
My
fight.
noble knights. Yeah.
They get up and walk around in the middle of the night.
Oh yay!
When the sun goes down,
I like how colorful it is.
Mhm.
I think this
It's
one's my
quaint.
favorite.
It's
pretty
quaint.
I mean, it could use some work. Not gonna lie.
That's cool.
But I
Oh,
do
the
like
deck is nice. The deck is nice.
The
Yeah.
deck is prime.
Oh my god! Please
Look
tell
at
me
that.
that's not an outhouse.
No, it's not an outhouse. It's just
The
like
shed. The shed.
Wait, was that the
right
one you're
or
looking at?
soundproof studio, depending on how you look at it. That's where we go to shoot our podcast.
And do you have plumbing on an island?
Yeah.
The
They
guess
do
you
on
can,
resorts. So
have
yeah,
like a-
they do on resorts. So yeah.
I mean, natural fertilizer, baby.
Probably be like a septic tank, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, this one's got 4 bedrooms and 3 bath.
Okay. Done.
That's acceptable.
Half a mil. That's
This is
reasonable.
by
That's
far the
completely
best.
doable. That's completely
Safe.
doable. We can do that. I'm looking for a house now at that price. Like, you get an island?
You get a whole island.
Yeah,
Is that what we're doing then?
maybe. Like this
I mean,
has
this is
become
like Canada.
this has actually become a reasonable venture.
Dude, we could host creator camp on our island.
I'm ready.
It'd be
Look,
kind
these
of
are the
annoying to
ones
get
in
people
Georgia.
there, but
There are
there is an
islands in
island.
Georgia.
If it's on Lake Lanier, I am not going anywhere near
Oh,
that
wait,
island.
it can't be Georgia. It might be Georgia, the country.
That one looks
No,
like
no.
it's on Lake Lanier. Hell no.
No, it's
If it is, I'm about to.
Why?
jump
Why
on
Lake?
it and
What's
go.
wrong with Lake Lanier? What's going on with Lake
Lake
Lanier?
That's
Lanier
where
is
everybody
haunted.
dies.
Everyone dies there.
Is it haunted, or is
It
it really
is.
that
No,
there's
it
just
is.
some
I swear to God,
unsavory?
literally every week someone drowns at Lake Lanier. It's not.
It
normal.
is. It's
Are
infamous.
you sure it's haunted, or is it
Yes,
hooligans?
there's literally
No.
a buried
I mean, there
like
could be
old
hooligans,
city
but there's
under it because
also
it was man-made.
it's too many cases to be all hooligans.
Yes.
Then why
You know?
can't we just pay an exuberant amount to an exorcist?
No, you will not catch me anywhere near Lake
Why don't
Lanier.
you do it, Roberto?
I mean, I just need the right contacts in the church. Like, what's up?
You just
Like,
walk up to a church and you say "yo," and then that's it.
I need you to excise an entire island.
Oh, yeah,
No.
exactly.
Have you guys
Like,
seen those memes
Like,
about
how
Lake
many
Lanier?
how many sacraments do we need for that? Like what do we? How many Hail Marys to excise an entire
Guys, look,
island?
it's like a tiny little look. This is the
This
island.
one looks
But
better
is
than
this
Where-
anywhere near Lake Lanier though?
Yeah, let's see. Where's the address?
Is there any at Lake Lanier? I feel like there probably isn't.
It's in a lake.
It's a different lake, so it's a completely different lake apparently,
Yeah.
but it's also undeveloped, which is the real deal
Right,
breaker
which
on
is the
that.
real kicker. Yeah, we don't have.
For that reason, I'm out. Yeah. Oh, it's undeveloped. Okay, for that reason, I'm out. Yeah.
Right, and we're done. Peace out.
Mm.
Wait, wasn't that the entire reason why we were piecing out from society to begin with?
We still want infrastructure. We just don't want other people.
Can you get infrastructure without other people?
You realize that was like an entire like series of the R&D of our entire like weapons program with the government is literally to figure out, hey, is it possible for us to get rid of people, but we want to keep the infrastructure. Like, you realize like our entire like R&D department in terms of like freaking DARPA is basically in pursuit of that very goal.
Guys, I don't know. I feel like there's options out there.
Certainly options. There's like, this becomes more reasonable. I mean, if we're kicking in $1 million a piece, it becomes very doable.
I don't know, guys. I feel like this is like closer and closer. Yeah, just whatever you do, don't get one in California, because apparently the islands out there are expensive.
Ooh, they ain't got no water.
I mean,
well, I guess they do, but
that's not the wait. Is that thousands? Because that's not that expensive.
It's pretty expensive for this. It looks like a little mound. I've seen hills bigger than that.
I think it's just bad photography. How many acres is it?
It's 4.
That's not bad.
it looks like it's underwater.
Yeah, I mean, like, what do they count?
I
as
need the
acres? Like,
logistics of. Yeah, I need the logistics.
how much of it is? How much of those acres is above water?
Above sea level? Yeah.
No, Victoria. This isn't for retirement. This is for life. This is to have and to create on it.
Yep.
No. I mean, maybe it's just our vacation island.
Right, to live, just to have, and like create and just go do stuff.
Ooh, we could Airbnb our entire island. Make a fortune.
Look, I'm just saying, you know that first island.
And then we can buy what we really want. We could just buy a castle. Is that the next episode? We're gonna go and we're gonna figure out how much it cost us to buy a castle.
There's this one girl that I found on YouTube.
Because I'm down.
There's this one girl that I found on YouTube who
I'm excited about this.
She bought a chateau, and her whole livelihood is just making videos and upkeeping the chateau.
This is the content. This is the goal. This is the way. This is the way.
She bought a chateau in France.
How much can I buy a castle for? Yeah. This is happening.
Dude, my old art teacher, like, was
Buying a castle.
is it called a duchess or something?
Uh-huh.
She's
Yep.
like related to some sort of royalty in Belgium, but
Buying a
she
castle.
left. She came to the U.S. to be an art teacher because she wanted to get away from it. And then someone passed away, and she got like she inherited the castle or something. So now she's like living there in this giant castle now in Belgium or something. Ever since.
There are castles you can buy for under $1 million.
Yeah.
And guess what? We would make $1 million on the content alone in year one. I guarantee it.
Or just renting it out.
That and renting it out on Airbnb, but using the content as the popular tourism type. Like, let's buy a castle, and we'll use the monies from Airbnb-ing the castle and making content to buy the island.
Why don't we put the castle on the island?
No, my idea works better. The logistics are too hard.
Here's the thing. So you know that first island that I showed you guys with the street connecting to the mainland?
Castles are reasonably priced.
That island would be perfect for like a bed and breakfast type situation, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It would be so simple to do.
There are actual legit castles
No,
on
the
Redford.
island's not boring because it's not like I'm going to be stuck there forever. Like I can leave whenever I want. Right? Just like I can leave my house whenever I want. You have the island and then, you know, you go to Europe or you go to wherever, you go snorkeling, like you just leave. It's just that you just have like a place, right? That's on an island. Oh, look, Jake of all trades says to check Wales for the castles.
All right, bet.
See, Jake's like, we gotta book him for like a consultation.
He's Jake of all trades. Of course, he's like legit.
True that. Yeah, this girl, I think she bought her castle when she was like 27 or something like that. This lady, and she's been living there for like 15 years. And basically she just has like people come and like volunteer and help to like renovate it and stuff like that, and they stay, and she rents out like rooms, and apparently one of the rooms is haunted.
What's with all the haunting?
Well, because you know
what does no one just want to just do the like afterlife shit and just move on?
Is that how that works?
Get over it. Like that's how you advise people. Like it's like, yeah, you know, yeah, you went through some stuff. It's like, yeah, here's the thing, get over it. Life's hard, afterlife's harder, get over it. Move on. .org.
Life's hard, the afterlife's hard.
Harder. Yeah. But you know what? Get over it. MoveOn.org.
MoveOn.org.
MoveOn.org. Oh, there's this
man.
like 19th century chateau for like 950,000. Looks pretty dope.
That's pretty good. Are you gonna link us or what? Like, what's the plan here?
I'll hit y'all up after the show, like, because this is another episode. This will be a different episode, I think.
Planning our chateau?
No, like we're buying a castle.
Oh.
That's the title of it. We're buying a castle.
Oh, okay. Next week.
Yeah.
I think we need a few more subscribers to get to that castle level.
Yeah, probably.
I think that, you know what? All of us could probably just make enough extra money doing Grubhub to get the down payment together.
Is that what's doing Grubhub? Buying a castle with Grubhub money.
There you go. That's the title.
That sounds like a video that would take a very long time.
Only because you didn't do it right.
Audrey, it's like a castle's only $1 million. So like
no. Here's what's happening. Because you do it.
I like Jake's idea.
Wow. Yeah, I'm sure. Do you still want me to speak at the wedding?
No.
I mean,
Because then she'll know I'm marrying her for her money, like, right?
right. It won't be the video. The video won't clue
There's
her in.
recorded proof of you saying you just want the castle to make content with it.
Right. I married you for the castle.
Yeah.
This one in the south of France is amazing, but it's too expensive.
Are you gonna show like what? Where are you looking, man?
I'll link y'all a private chat side.
Oh, business. I see.
10 awesome castles you can buy right now. Like, granted, it's an older article.
Mm-hmm. Now, see, we gotta find like the website. You know.
Yeah,
like,
we need. No, we do.
we
We
need
really
the
do.
private island chateau website. That's what we need. So we can find these.
I legit feel that there is a business model in literally getting together. Because again, down payments are usually like 20% or something like that.
Right.
There is a legitimate business and a group of content creators. It's just like the Clout House model. There's if you get a group of content creators and you scrape together the down payment for a $1 million castle, it's
and then
actually
a contract to pay off the mortgage.
It's worth it though, because it's a down payment, and you're gonna make. If you have a group of content creators, you're gonna make the money back doing content from a castle. You're gonna make the money.
Right.
It's like it's just too curiosity. It's too good of like, wait, that they legit live in a castle and they're doing like, and then you can do so many castle themed things. You can like, because horses are not that expensive, and you could literally like,
oh man, freaking Roberto's like popping horses onto our land now.
horses are not expensive compared to cars.
Yeah.
What?
No, seriously, look it up.
Are we gonna just like have carriages and horses to get around? Is that what?
See, here's the thing: we could literally do
what about
all
the
these.
Ford?
You could do weird things. I mean, we could still have it, but like you could do all these weird, cool pieces of content because it could be like it's like we like oh you could like showing up to town or something like that with 100 knights, and it's like everybody's literally dressed in knight garb, and it's like with all the trimmings, and it's like 100 of y'all show up. Like it could be that.
Right.
It could be we enacted the Princess Bride for a bunch of Zoomers, like like or something like that. It's like there's so, like all kinds of there's so many things you could do. It's like, oh, we tried jousting, but for real.
I'm down to joust, guys. You know, my Minecraft. I built a medieval village on a server once, and we actually had a jousting arena. This was like back in the day, like when we like we could tame the horse. Like it was like a big deal because it was like, oh man, we got horses now. Yeah, and we had banners that were hanging in the jousting arena, and there were 4 banners. Guess what the colors of the banners represented?
The houses.
Hogwarts houses.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. The fact that we both immediately guessed.
Yeah.
It was great though, guys. Like our castle, like our village had a huge wall, kind of like Attack on Titan style. And there was a moat. We built a moat all around it. Dang. And we built a castle within the walls.
Exploring our moat for the first time.
Oh,
No.
Roberto, that's where we lose you to the alligators.
We spending like
24 hours on a boat on our moat.
No, spending 24 hours in our castle dungeon.
That's where we're putting Audrey alone.
What?
Oh, I was like, 3 a.m.
Roberto,
3 a.m.
what we do-
vlog. Our castle is haunted.
Roberto, what we do is we do Parent Trap. We grab Audrey while she's sleeping on her mattress, and we just drag her into the dungeon, and she wakes up
No, I
in
got
the
it.
dungeon.
Ultimate hide and seek challenge in our castle.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like we played hide and seek our castle. We played hide and
So
seek
when
in
is
the
this
dungeon.
happening?
We played hide.
I'm excited already. I can see the views. I see the money. I see the dollar bills.
We just have to literally figure out who else is going in with us on this, and like how we're going to pay off like the down payment on this castle.
Right. We need like
We have to find a castle for $1 million. We gotta find a castle under $1 million. And we got to get some homies in on down payment. It's got to be a big enough castle to accommodate everybody, and then we just got to like get in on this down payment.
Right.
You know, probably 20% down.
Yeah.
You get in on this castle.
Seems like a 5-year, like.
No,
we
it's
can
not that
realistically
bad.
Get that.
No, realistically, think about it. If it's 20% down payment, and if we have 5 people going on a castle, it means we all have to come up with like 40, 50 grand.
Right.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
And then we'll make the money within 2 years to pay off the castle in full.
Right. We just gotta sign it. Everybody's gotta sign contracts, you know.
Oh, damn right. We gotta get like lawyers.
We gotta
and
make sure that everybody's gonna pay.
Honor
up.
their agreements. It's like,
Right.
it's like, no altering the deal.
Right. Yeah. You gotta sign a death note.
No, that ends the entire like thing right then and there. It's like you can't like no.
Mm-hmm.
But Romina, what's your fixation with the death note? I thought that was my bit. Sheesh.
Oh, I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
It's like, I mean, what are all problems solved by the death note?
I mean, no,
Yes.
all problems are solved with Bitcoin, clearly.
No, I don't believe that. I do believe that you could make an argument that all problems can be solved by the death note, though. I think there's a realistic argument for, all problems can be accomplished or solved, or like whining about how limited the death note was, and like, are you kidding? Discussion for another day.
Discussion for another day. Should we start wrapping up?
Sure. Thank you for listening to the No Assembly Required podcast, a podcast where we talk about nothing and make our plans, expensive though they may be, to take over the world. Please like and subscribe and tune in next week when we figure out how we're buying a castle. This has been your trio of hosts. We are solemnly swear that we're up to no good. Leaving you tonight, starting with Romina with the good hair, and of course, Audrey. She's on fire, Ember, and of course, your dark lord of the internet, soon to reign from a true throne, Roberto Blake. Thank you for listening. We'll catch you next week. Nop.